Students, this is the second video of class 8 of subject mathematics, topic simple interest and compound interest, and this assignment is submitted to you on 14th December 2020. Now children, in the first video we discussed about the simple interest. And now in the second video, we are going to discuss the compound interest. There is difference between the simple interest and the compound interest. The simple interest we are getting, suppose it is given that principal on a certain time and certain rate of interest is given to you, and with the help of these three things you can find the interest as a whole after 2 years. But children, in the compound interest we cannot take 2 years at one time. What we do? We find the interest step by step. Let us discuss with the help of an example. Now children, before that, let us discuss, suppose the interest on principal after some particular period, that is 1 year, is not paid to the lender. As I told you right now, that after every year the interest will be added to the principal, and that amount will become the principal for the next year. Clear? Now let us discuss an example. It will be more clear to you. The question is, calculate the compound interest on 5,000 rupees for 2 years at the rate of interest 6% per annum. Also find the amount. Now children, time is given to you 2 years. So step by step we will move here. Now for the first year, principal is 5,000. Rate of interest is 6%. And what time will take? Time we will take 1 year. Because we are doing it stepwise. 2 years are given to you. First of all, we will find for the first year. Then we will find for the next year. Clear? Now, interest will be what? Formula we already know. Principal multiply rate of interest multiply time upon 100. Now, principal is 5,000. Rate of interest is 6%. And the time we will take here 1 year. Because we are talking about only for the first year. So on calculation, interest we get what? Interest we get is 300 rupees. Now children, this is the interest he is getting for first year. And what was the principal? 5,000. Now add principal and interest, that is here. This amount will become the principal for the second year. This is very important thing. Keep in mind that interest in the first year we got and the principal, they both together will form the principal for the next year, for the second year. So now if you see, principal for the second year will be what? 5,300. And the time for the next year means 1 year. So now again we will find the interest. That is principal multiply rate of interest multiply time upon 100. Now principal 5300, rate of interest 6% and the time is 1 year. So 2 zeros cancel, we get 318 rupees. Clear? Now children, listen very carefully. Interest for the first year we got 300 rupees and interest for the second year we got 318 rupees. Now we have to find the compound interest. Compound interest means interest for the first year plus interest for the second year. That is 300. That was for the first year and 318 for the second year. And these two will add. Now this will form what? This will form the compound interest. Clear, children? Now children, we can also find the compound interest with the help of an formula. That is compound interest. In the short, if you write C dot I is equals to final amount minus original principal. Original principal means principal in the starting we will take. Clear? Means for the first year we will take, that will be the original principal. So now let us start question. Calculate the amount and the compound interest when 16,000 is invested for 3 years. 3 years means now we will do for the first year, then for the second year and then for the third year separately, stepwise. Now the principal is given to you 16,000. This is your original principal. Now the rate of interest is 5% per annum compounded annually. Compounded annually means now we will find the compound interest, not simple interest. Fine? Compounded annually means now the interest is getting added to the principal every year. Clear, children? Now for the first year, the principal is 16,000. Time we will take 1 year. Rate of interest we will take 5%. So now interest formula, principal into rate of interest into time upon 100. Principal 16,000, rate of interest 5, time is 1 year upon 100. Now these two zeros cancel out. What we get? 800. Now amount at the end of first year, which will form the principal for the second year. What is that? That is principal plus interest. That is 16,800. Now this will become the principal for the next year or for the second year. Rate of interest is given to you. Again we will find the interest. That is principal multiply rate of interest multiply time upon 100. So now putting the values, two zeros cancel, we get 840 rupees. So now children, amount at the end of second year. Now what will happen? This will form the principal for the next year. That is for the third year. Now 16,800 plus 840, it gives us 17,640 rupees. Now this will form the principal for the third year. and the rate of interest is same, that is 5%. Again put the values in the formula of interest. Principal multiply rate of interest multiply time upon 100. Principal, we have put the value, that is 17,640 rupees. Rate of interest we have put the value and the time, then upon 100. We get what? We get 882 rupees. So now the final amount will be what? Principal here in this case is 17,640 rupees plus interest. So it gives us 18,522 rupees. This is your final amount. So now students, what was the formula we discussed? That is compound interest is equals to final amount, that is this, minus original principal. What was the original principal? From where we started. That was 16,000. So we get 2,522. Now listen children, in the first question of compound interest, we discussed that the compound interest can be found out by adding all the interest for the years. Similarly, we can also do it in the same way, that is compound interest is equals to, now interest for the first year is 800, for the second year is 840, and what for the third year? That is 882. So on adding we will get 2,522. So if you see, the answer will remain same. So you can do it by any method. I hope now compound interest as well as simple interest is clear to you. Now students, homework I am giving to you. You will do only these questions. Do exercise 5A, question 1 to 11 only. In the exams also, you will do these questions only. And do exercise 5B, question 1 to 7 only. Thank you children.